Alright all, like the title suggests, in today's video I'm going to be showing you my setup and what peripherals and whatnot I use. It's hooked up to my computer. Let me roll that intro and I'll be right back. Alright all, if you're all new around here and you like technology and you're on a budget, you like gaming, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. There's a comment section below. I go through them every weekend on my live show. And also don't forget that lonely little subscribe button, that notification bell, where you know next time I put out a video I'll go live here on YouTube. Alright all, like I said in the intro, today I'm putting out this little video on my setup. And I'm going to go through my monitors that I use, the keyboard that I use, the mouse that I use, the monitor stand that I just recently put in, the mouse pad that I use. I had put up a video there about my computer and what makes up my computer. If somebody was interested in that, I thought maybe somebody would be interested in my setup. So in this video, I'm gonna take you through my setup and show you what makes up my setup. I think it's a decent setup, I guess. I mean, for being on a budget, I run the channel. That's why I do a budget tech channel, because I am on a tight budget, so I do everything on a budget. I think I do pretty good for what I've got and what I can afford. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what kind of gear that I use, or what kind of equipment makes up my setup. Alright guys, to start out with, which I just put a video up on this one. It's the ViewSonic VA2759-SMH 27-inch IPS 1080p monitor. You can get that on Amazon for about 160 bucks. That's about what I paid for mine. Like I said, I just bought that a couple weeks ago. So that's about what I paid for mine. It's a decent monitor. Yes, it's only 1080p. Yes, it's only 60 megahertz or 60 fraps is the best you can get out of it. But that's more than enough for what I do. I game at 1080p 60. I do all my content at 1080p 60. And it's 27-inch monitor. I think it does pretty good for me. The second monitor that I use that you can't even get anymore is the AOC E2752VH. It's also 27-inch, 1920 by 1080, 60 hertz monitor as well. You can't even get this one anymore. I've had this one for quite a few years now. I think it's been 3 or 4 years I've had this one. And it's held up fine, and it's still doing a wonderful job, so I didn't see no sense in replacing it. So that's the second monitor I use. Alright guys, and the chair that I sat in, it is the OFM Essentials Collection Racing Style Bonded Leather Gaming Chair. It's going for about $100, which is a little bit more than what I paid for mine. I paid $81.47 for mine, so they've kind of went up in price since I bought this chair. I've been using this chair now for quite a few months, and I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, there ain't nothing real special about it, but it's pretty comfortable, and it does what it needs to do. So that's my chair that I sat in. My mouse pad that I use an extended mouse pad. It's the Reflex Lab Large Extended Gaming Mouse Pad. They're still available. You can get them for about 20 bucks. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that should be about what I paid for mine. Yep, I paid about 20 bucks for mine as well when I bought it. I've had mine for probably a year or better, a couple of years now, I guess. And it's been holding up pretty good. It's got pretty good stitching around the outside edge of it. It is waterproof. It holds up to stains and whatnot pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Next is my keyboard. I use the Monoprice Multicolor Backlit full-size blue switch mechanical keyboard. That's why sometimes in my videos, or if you watch my gameplay videos, you hear me clicking the keyboard. And it's because of the blue switches. They are a pretty clicky switch. I paid $64.25 for this keyboard when I bought it, and it's a few years old now, but it still does a wonderful job. The keycaps are still doing good. My numbers are still readable and everything. So I don't see no sense in upgrading or doing anything different. I'm happy with it. And for the mouse that I use this SteelSeries Rival 100 optical gaming mouse. It seems to be pretty good. You can buy it from other sellers, used but like new for 40 bucks, new for 120. Which mine, I paid $29.87 for this mouse when I bought it. It's like the keyboard. I bought it a few years ago, and it's holding up good. I mean, there ain't nothing real special about it. About the most special thing would be the lighting on it, which you have to download the software for it. And then you have the backwards and forward button there on the side. Other than that, that's your common standard mouse. You know, it's got the 3 buttons on top. It's got your right, left, and the center click for the mouse wheel. But it's holding up pretty good, and as long as it's holding up and it does what I need to do, I don't see no sense in replacing it. And for the speakers I got these Altec Lansing 2.0 speaker system, the BX1220s. Now, I'm no kind of audiophilist or nothing like that, so I don't need nothing real special, you know what I mean? This is actually at Walmart.com. They run about $16.33, but they're out of stock. I believe these speakers are old enough to where they've been replaced several times by now. They are a USB speaker, which is fine for me. You know, they're a lot better than what I get through my speakers that's attached to my monitors. So I don't, they do all right for me. And like I said, I don't even remember where I even got mine from, but they do all right, and they do what they need to do. This is the double monitor stand I just picked up. It's the, I guess this is what you say. It's VIVO dual LCD monitor desk mount stand, heavy duty. Which I'll put the cord up here for this one if you'd like to go check this out. I did an unboxing and overview on this, and I also did a unboxing overview of this ViewSonic V2759 SMH. If you'd like to go check it out, I'll also throw it at the top. But it seems to be built pretty good. I really can't give them a fair opinion on it. I mean, it seems to be pretty strong. It's holding up both my 27-inch monitors, which is the main reason why I bought it, because I knew I was buying the second 27-inch monitor, and I needed something that could hold up to 2 27-inch monitors. So yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good. It's fairly well constructed. It was pretty easy to put together, not too bad. Yeah guys, that's pretty well a complete breakdown of my setup. That's the keyboard, the mouse pad, my speakers, the 2 monitors, the monitor stand, the chair. If you haven't noticed, I never put a desk in this. The desk that I use, it holds sentimental value to me. It was my late dad's desk. It's just an old wooden desk. It got about 5 drawers in it. And whenever I show you the video of my setup, I said I didn't want to drill holes through my desk, and that's why. It's more of a sentimental thing. It ain't really the price of it. It's more of a sentimental thing to me. But yeah, so I didn't really add a desk into this. I don't even know what to price this desk at. I mean, I've looked up big wooden desks like this one is, and they're still around $3,000-$4,000. Of course, they're a lot newer than this one, but so I didn't really throw a desk in here or a price for a desk. But yeah, let me show you my setup before I put in the arm and the 2 monitors, the way I got them set up now, and then I'll show you a video clip after I got them installed, and I'll be back with my main thoughts. Alright guys, and here is a video of my setup as it is right now. You can see I got a 27-inch AOC monitor right there in the middle. Got a little Dell monitor over there on the right hand side. Just setting up on a new egg box. Underneath the AOC, you see a little wooden shelf that I built to get it up where I need it to be. And you got my keyboard and my mouse. And over there is my computer system. The monitor that this monitor is actually replacing is going to be this little Dell right here. But it's going to become my main system, my main monitor. And then my main monitor is going to become my second monitor. And that Dell monitor is just a monitor, just to use because the other one broke. Now the one that's actually replacing is this one right here. It's a Omen, O-N-N. That's the one that when the wind blew through that window up there behind my system, it blew my monitor over and it fell and busted the screen, which you can't tell that the screen's busted on it, but up in the top right hand corner over in this area, that's where it's busted at. So that is the video of my current setup. I've never showed it before because I'm not very proud of it, but it does the job. Once I get the arm put in and I get the monitor set up the way I need it, and probably do a little bit more better cable management with the cables behind it all, then I'll come back and show you how I improved it. Alright all, and there's my new setup. As you can tell, I no longer have my computer on the desk. I pulled my desk out about a foot, and the shelf that the AOC monitor was on is sitting back there with the computer on top of it. I think it's a lot nicer looking like that. I no longer have the new egg box holding up the second monitor. Kind of like that. I do still have my speakers up. That's about the best I could do with the cable management. You know, I still have my wire, my keyboard, my mouse wire. Still have my speaker wires that you can see pretty good. But you know, instead of, I don't really want to have to drill a hole down through the middle of my desk. So yeah, there's my new setup. And that's the way I improved my setup for the stream and for my videos. Let me get reset up and I'll be back with my conclusion. Alright y'all, I showed you everything I use in my setup. I gave you the price breakdown of it and everything like that. You know, I don't think I have too bad of a setup for no more than what I got in it. Not including the price of the desk. Like I mentioned, you know, I don't even know what to put the price of the desk at. My complete setup is $511.83, which the two main things was the two monitors. That one monitor, that AOC monitor I showed you, there wasn't really a price for it because it ain't available. I believe I paid about $100, maybe a little over $100 for that. So that price includes $100 for that monitor. Don't include the price of my desk because I really don't know what the price of that. Like I mentioned in the video of my setup now, you know, I'm not too happy with the bezels on my monitors because they are a mixed match monitors. You know, to have a better look, I guess, you know, I need to have two of the same monitors, which I don't have. But, you know, I use what I got available. I'm not too happy with it because the AOC is an older monitor. It's got a pretty wide bezel to it. But it does what it needs. You know, and that extra 27-inch monitor will give me the screen real estate I need for when I do my streaming and whatnot. You know, if you watched, I think it was episode 21 of Hanging with Dave, it was this Q&A. You know, I didn't realize it was happening because with the way my old setup was, I always just memorized OBS in the bottom and never really paid much attention to it, and YouTube never gave me any indicator that the stream was going bad. But it's awful choppy and this and that, and come find out I was dropping frames right and left. I mean, it dropped more frames than what was going through. So now with the two 27-inch monitors, I can kind of pay attention to that a little bit better. And that gives me more screen real estate if I can have more things opened up. I think it's going to pretty well wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything you've seen here, you'd like to see me go a little bit more in depth on anything you've seen in this video, make sure you hit me up in them comments. You know, I go through them every weekend on my live show. You know, maybe give me some more ideas for the channel here as far as content goes. And if you're wondering it, who says somebody else ain't wondering about it? So yeah, I think that's going to do it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. There's that thumbs down if you didn't. There's that comment section like I just mentioned. And don't forget that lonely little subscribe button and notification bell if you ain't already subscribed to the channel. That way you're notified next time I put out a video or go live here on YouTube. Until next time, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream.